Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does. And you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Richardson working from the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Here's Richardson to throw. He'll buy some time right. Shakes off the sack. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, since it's still a little bit tight as this game starts, what would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat, like the guys
I like
on that circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Stroud. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Richardson out of the shotgun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Richardson looking to throw this. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. And Richardson looks to throw once more. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Richardson. This will be caught at about the 5. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Packers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here we go. Now Stroud. Open man is Samuel, complete. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Richardson looking to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Now Richardson back to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
On the quick, right?
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Stroud looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That is caught. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And Stroud now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Richardson to throw off play action. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Now it's Richardson. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Alexander. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Again, it's Richardson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Throwing now is Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And out across midfield down to the 45. And that one results in 35 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
In motion, the tight end. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
All right.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and goal, Stroud being chased out. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Stroud, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. Tucker with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw is Richardson from the gun on third down. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Richardson. And this one too low.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now Richardson going to shift things up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on. quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And we will not see a return of the kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Under pressure, they got him again. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is brought in at the 21. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Richardson working from the gun. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They run. It's Oliver. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Richardson off the play fake. He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. Here's a carry for Oliver. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Now Richardson. He finds his receiver, Watson.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
He'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. On the run, it's Oliver. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Here's Richardson to throw.
His pass caught at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Touchdown, Packers. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's the backup Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Watson, escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they...
This is caught inside the 15. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. 53 yards.
And the Packers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league. When you're
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Houston.
Tyquan Thornton,
70 yards.
And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Packers offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Texans are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
The Packers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big...
And my goodness, another interception. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson.
He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Flushed out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. They run it here with Oliver. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
They go again with Oliver. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Packers have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Watson of the Texans now. Down 28-21. 1:14 to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10.
Now Watson. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. Here's Watson.
Going for Burton, and he's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
To throw, Watson.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Watson to throw.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Watson.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Now Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now this incomplete, and I don't see any flags coming out. He was clearly in the pocket, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, and that brings up 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me. Young J-A-C-K-A-K-A, Rico like Suave, young Enrique, speaking at AKA. She's an alpha, but not around your boy. She get quiet around your boy. Hold on, don't know what you heard or what you thought about your boy, but they lied about your boy. Going dumb, and it's something idiotic about your boy. She wearing cheetah print, that's how bad she won't be spotted around your boy. I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down, but you can whip your lovin' on me, baby. Whip your lovin' on me. I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down, but you can whip your lovin' on me, baby. Whip your lovin' on me. Young M-I-S-S-I-O-N-A-R-Y. He's sharp like barbed wire. She stole my heart, then she got archived. I keep it short with a Lord Farquaad. All the girls in the front row, all the girls in the barricade, all the girls have been waiting all day. Let your tongue hang out, everything. If you came with a man, let go of his hand. Everybody in the suite kicking up their feet, stand up, dance. I see you. And all the guys in the back waiting on the next track. Cut your boy a little slack. It's Young Jack. I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down, but you can